We have to stop judging COVID by its survival rate. Surviving COVID could completely change your life, not to mention completely bankrupt your family. I have a very rare lung disease called pulmonary hypertension that I was diagnosed with right after my son was born. It's a 1 in a million disease that's caused by unknown scarring on my lungs that affects my heart. I was a totally healthy person, a competitive skier, a competitive swimmer. I didn't do drugs, I didn't smoke. I had a perfectly healthy pregnancy, and then all of a sudden I could barely walk. We had to move because I could no longer climb the stairs. We spent an absolute fortune on medication and medical care. My life was irrevocably changed by unknown scarring on my lungs. Now, if you recover from COVID, if you don't die, whether you have long-term COVID or not, you could very easily end up with scarring on your lungs. And I'll tell you, it's a lot. Having compromised lungs means you can't pick up heavy things, including your own children. You have to take portable oxygen with you everywhere you go. You have to have an oxygen concentrator to sleep at night. Travel becomes a problem. You are physically incapable of doing so many things you previously took for granted. For years, I have looked at people who smoked and thought, God, no! Don't ruin your healthy lungs. But now that's everyone who's living through COVID. You could end up with a medication kit that looks like this, just like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday old lady box of pills. You could have a breathing apparatus that looks like this, that you have to build and do 4 times a day. You could have a box of cannulas that looks like this. This could be your life. Your spouse could lose their job trying to take care of you. You could lose your life savings trying to take care of yourself. Survival should never be the goal of this crisis. I'm currently surviving my disease and I'm thrilled about it. But I also spend the equivalent of a part-time job in doctor's offices. I can't run or dance. Honestly, sometimes I can barely walk. Survival doesn't mean you go back to normal. Survival means you're alive. But what your life looks like could be forever changed. Look, I got dealt a bad hand. I just got sick. But if there was a vaccine I could have taken that would have protected me from having to live like this, you better believe I would have taken it. Hell, in this case, I have taken it. You might not die from COVID, but survival should never be held up as the goal. The goal should be to never get it in the first place.